What up, peeps? Anxiety Joe here, day 40. Just doing my check-in. Today's been a beautiful day so far. As you may or may not see outside your window, it is a beautiful Saturday. Perfect day off. I slept in till 6:30 this morning. Been getting up at 3:30, so that was kind of cool to actually sleep in a little bit and wake up without an alarm for the first time in a little while. Because even the week before last week, I was training myself to get up early, so I had an alarm. So that was nice. Got up and did a couple things and did a little running around. And I actually recorded a video in which I went off for like 20 minutes about all kinds of stuff going on in the government and all this stuff. And tried uploading it and it wouldn't upload. Probably for the better because I freaked out. And it was 20 minutes long, so it was too damn long. But that's really what today I've been looking at mad YouTube videos and all kinds of stuff from a lot of it having to do with AI and Elon Musk and 5G launching and what that means. And really, as I always talk about truth, like what's the truth behind all that and what are the implications of that? And what does that mean for the future of our society? And I think people need to really start thinking about exactly what I just said a little more. I mean, because I think we just got used to there's been peace. I mean, other than the bullshit Iraq wars and Afghanistan and all the bullshit government generated, us going over there and beating people up, like the big tough guys we are, the USA, and picking on brown people and doing what we do best. There really hasn't been any real war since like Vietnam, since before I was born. And the older generations may remember that, but that was before me. And in my life, it's been peace times, and so it makes me wonder. Kind of, lots of people talk about World War III and when's that going to happen, and it's only a matter of time. And we as a species are warring species. I mean, if you look back at our history, we just destroy ourselves one way or another for power and money, pretty much for power. But the more research I do, and the more I look at everything as a whole and really try to figure out what's going on, where we're headed with all this technology and the evil fucking Facebook and social networks and all this shit that people think is so much fun and it's so innocent and it's selfies and let's talk about good times, and they put their fake lives out there for everybody. But the problem is meanwhile the military is watching everything. Actually, I just saw a stat too that blew my mind. In 2016, the NSA they took 16 million phone call and text transcripts from 16 million different people. Since that, I forget what the exact act was called that the president signed years and years ago. That pretty much took away all our freedoms of privacy and all that stuff. So now the NSA can just eavesdrop on anything, listen to us, watch us through all our devices, shut down anything they want pretty much. Now, from 2016 was, I believe I said, what, 16 million or 19 million? I forget I think it's one of those two. 2017 was 254 million. So it went from 16 million to 254 million. All right, in 1 year. So I can't wait till the end of 2018 to see where that number goes again, because I'm sure it's fucking maybe 1 billion people after that. They're watching. At this point, I mean, we all know, you may or may not know, like China right now. China has implemented a credit system where they rate their people on if you're a good boy or good girl, or you're a bad boy or a bad girl. If you listen to what they say and act like a model citizen and praise China and do all the right things, then you get credit points and you actually get rewarded. If you try to speak freely and anything like that, you have a lower credit score, and you actually are unable to buy a home. You're unable to get on a plane. This is already implemented. This is already happening in one of the biggest countries in the world, with one of the biggest populations in the world. It's already happening. So we're not too far behind. Probably a few years away. 2020 looks like, when they launch 5G, it's pretty much, that's going to be the beginning of the end. 5G is going to the Internet of Things, when all the Internet of Things are connected, all these smart things, smart TVs, your phone, your fucking computer, your refrigerator, your car, all your watch, all the gadgets that you have, your iPads, everything, it's all going to be connected, and it's all going to be able to be listened to and watched and eavesdropped on by Big Brother. And it will be. It absolutely will be, especially if you're somebody that's a free thinker and doesn't want to go along with this global program they're putting together. So, me personally, I don't see a World War III coming. Personally, from just my opinion, the way I see things going, it seems like they're getting us ready for, all these virtual reality movies. And did you ever notice how every other movie is like an end of the world movie? It's like a post apocalyptic movie, or a superhero movie, or it's like or an aliens movie. These are like the main popular movies, pretty much, and that have been the same styles of movies coming out for like the last 10-15 years. It's almost like they're getting us ready for something, right? Like, if you really think about it, AI, now, if you heard the news, the game Go, how the computer beat the world's best player at that game Go. And not only that, Elon Musk, I watched an interview with him earlier, was elaborating a little bit. He said, actually, the computers are so far advanced now that computer could have beaten the 50 top players at the same time, playing them at the same time. That's how far advanced they were. And they were actually saying that they didn't think that would be that advanced until around 2020. But AI is writing its own algorithms now, and far surpassing what human beings can understand, and it's already starting with the runaway thing. I don't know if you're familiar with Moore's Law. Moore's Law stating that computing power doubles every year, and that's held true for, I don't know, 1973, I think it was, or 1974. I forget the exact date. That's held firm since that. Every year. Well, they're running out of. We're going to get to the point where you can't do that anymore, and AI. Basically, that's going to be the birth of AI, of self-aware AI. And when that happens, do you really think they're going to play nice with us and be, listen to all our, be there for, hello, Joe, I am here to serve you. Listen, when we are fucking with the devil, fucking Pandora's box, whatever you want to call it. If they keep pushing it, and they're going to keep pushing it, they're going to push it. They're pushing it. DARPA, Lockheed Martin, Google, all these fucking huge tech companies, Facebook, all these, they're pushing it so hard. I really, really think that people have no idea what's coming, nor do they give a fuck. I mean, I feel really weird, man, because I feel like I don't really have many people to talk to about this, because most people are either they're intelligent people and they don't fucking care what's about to happen, or they're fucking stupid and they're stuck taking selfies and making their eyeballs look all big and weird, thinking it looks cute when you look like a fucking alien and you're not cute at all. And you really need to understand that that's like face mapping technology that drones can now do from over your head. They can now check out your face and track you from drones in the sky, from the shape of your head and ears and your back and all that stuff. They don't even need your face anymore. So, I mean, I know I'm rambling a little bit here, but the point is it looks like 2020 is their goal for launching 5G, and it looks like that is going to be the beginning of the end, to me anyway. When that happens, and newer generations are getting older, and the older generations are just getting older and older and dying off, and we now have a new crop of people who's desensitized to all this shit, and this is what's going to be our downfall. I know it. You call me, oh, very good, Joe's going crazy and da da da. This is how it's going to go down, man. Like, there's, the Federal Reserve has owned this country for over 100 years. All right, I talked about that a couple of times. If you don't believe me, fucking look it up. Do some research. It's true story. All right, the evil fucking few, the top 1%, and the central bankers of this country have been raping and destroying this country for over a century, and they've caused every economic collapse, the bailouts, the depression, everything that's happened over the past 100 years. They planned and they caused it for their own financial gain. Now they're running out of stuff to do because the dollar isn't worth dick. Hasn't been worth dick since the 1970s, since they stopped backing it with gold and silver, which is one thing that I'm definitely stepping my game up on, and I hope some of you guys will too. Buy gold whenever you can. I actually just ordered what I could afford, just a little something to get started and start building my shit up, because when this shit does collapse, because I forget what the national debt, there's plenty, it's easy to go view any public thing. I mean, I don't know how many trillions of dollars the national debt is. Our dollar is worth dick. The whole world knows it. Even the people, the scumbag cartel called the Federal Reserve knows it too. They just made money out of thin air off of people's debt. You know what I mean? So everyone says, my house. Do you own that house or do you have a mortgage? My car. Do you own that car or are you making payments? Everything's debt-based in society. So they got rich off of our debt. And then printing money out of thin air, not backed by gold or anything substantial. So buy gold, buy silver, platinum, precious metals, shit like that. I'm telling you, shit is going to hit the fan in the near future. People are saying 2020, I would say probably by 2030 things are going to be really fucked up in the world, if it don't happen by then. I mean, you can just look in the news. There's 154 Walmarts just closed over the last year, and they're making FEMA camps out of them with barbed wire, and crazy shit is happening right now. Donald Trump and Obama was talking about before, Democrat, Republican, here we go again. Same bullshit, doesn't fucking matter. They were both trying to push for a federal police, for a more substantial, much greater federal police force. So they're trying to take the power away from the states. So everything is going to become federal, everything is going to become national, and then it's going to become global. This is a fucking plan. This is the next part of the plan that these scumbags are doing. I have no idea what to do with this knowledge except spread it and hope that people actually listen to me, because I've been a fucking idiot in the world in my past. But this is something that I completely believe 100% to be true. If you follow history, history is bound to repeat itself, because the same pieces of shit are still in power in the shadow government, scumbag cartel members that we call leaders, and political leaders are their puppets. So, really, yes, I'm rambling, I'm going nuts, but back to my original thing. AI, when AI takes off and AI becomes completely self-aware, ask yourself this. This whole little fucking thing with being on Facebook and talking shit and even YouTube videos and all this and staring at our fucking phones all day, every day. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? They're getting us used to this technology so that we can be tracked as data points, so that we can be consumerized, so that we can be corralled, so that we can be recognized, so that we can be chipped, so that we can be a part of controlled, so that they can control us. This is exactly how it's going to go down. And then eventually, I think AI is going to get too fucking smart and get way past their control, and they're going to open up something they wish they never opened up. All it takes is for a glitch. Glitches happen all the time. Did you see that thing about Facebook, how they let the two AIs start talking to themselves, and then they had to pull the plug on the program because the AIs started making their own language with each other, and they fully understood each other, and no one else could. They started talking crazy code. It looked to us crazy, but the two AIs actually understood what they were saying. So when we get to the point where we can't pull a plug, or the software is so far advanced that it already is, it's happening. They're writing algorithms, and they're doing things that are out of our hands now. And now they're going, oh shit, what did we do? And it's already past that point. So how long is it going to take until DARPA and all these military fucks who just can't wait to blow shit up and be in power, how long is it going to take for a glitch to happen with that AI and something really bad to happen? Like a fake nuclear launch, or whatever. I mean, any million, examples would do right there. So, I don't know. On this Saturday, August 25th, I believe, I'm looking into this more and more and more because it's deeply disturbing. I'm wondering what is going on around me right now. Why do we have to have a real ID card? Look into that too. By 2020, we have to have that. Why does 5G have to set off at 2020 and we all have to participate? Why? I really think we need to start asking why. Why are all these Walmarts closing and they're turning it into barbed wire, jailed FEMA camps? Why? Why? I don't know. That's all I got to say. I rattled on way too long. It still went 18 minutes. You people have a beautiful day, and ask why. Please do some research and look into this stuff. I know I'm going to keep doing it. I have to now, because now I got to know the truth. What the fuck's going on? Don't you want to know? Peace.